Well, it's Tuesday, and that can only mean one thing around here. It is time to talk travel. CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg joins me now. From where are you this time, Peter?
In Las Vegas, Dana.
Ah, trying the slots or anything?
No, just trying to avoid 112-degree weather.
I don't blame you. All right, down to business now. There's a new Jurassic World experience, I understand, in Bangkok. What do you make of that?
Well, you know what? Bangkok has now become one of the largest and most attractive vacation destinations in Asia, helped in no small part by things like, the White Lotus. And now they're doing a lot of more amusement parks, a number more attractions. Of course, don't forget the fact, forgetting all of the amusement park activities, the cultural and history there that's available, and the best time of the year to go, between November and March, that's where you're going to get the coolest weather, and that's exactly where the U.S. dollar is the strongest, by the way.
Do you think Jurassic Park, that display, the exhibit, will draw extra tourists?
Within Asia, absolutely. Remember, there's Disneyland in Hong Kong, and of course, now Bangkok is trying to compete with that. Of course, they're going to get huge response locally.
Gotcha. Now, we are also hearing that small towns may be better to visit than a big city right now. Why is that?
Well, because they've got so much to offer at a much more reasonable price. And the whole idea is, remember, what's topic A out there? Over-tourism. And every small town has great stories to tell. Most of the small towns that we talked about on our show have an infrastructure that can support great visitation. And of course, right now, a lot of Americans are worried about going overseas simply because of the conditions of immigration policy, deportation, tariff wars, and trade wars. Right now, a lot of Americans staying much closer to home. So if you're going to do that, go somewhere within 500 miles of where you live and visit the small towns. I love doing that. In fact, do yourself a favor, only pick 2-lane county roads, not the interstates or the freeways, and you'll make unbelievable discoveries along the way.
It's so funny you bring that up because honestly, one thing I'd love to do is just drive aimlessly in one direction through the entire country and stop when I want to stop. But that's a conversation for another time. Okay, lastly, Peter, we understand you've just written an article about why your tummy may get a little turbulent, shall we say, on planes. Why is that?
Well, there's now scientific research. Yes, there's a study for everything, but there's now scientific research that says this is why you get more gassy on planes and how you might want to avoid that. Remember, you're in an enclosed aluminum cylinder, and nobody really wants to, I hate to say it, stink up the plane. So the bottom line is it's about what you eat before you get on the plane, what you drink once you get on the plane, and the contraction and expansion of your stomach based on altitude and pressure. So if you want to avoid that, then no fried foods, nothing cooked really, and of course water but not carbonated beverages, and you'll see why. Well, you already know why.
Yeah, right. We can just leave it at that, but that's actually good advice and something I think people will appreciate. All right, CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg, thank you so much as always.
You got it.